Jocelyn de Espada, please make your way to the crowd.
Lords, ladies, gentle all, Pelican, incline thine ears and open thine eyes as enters here Baronessa Jocelyn de Espada. Behold the glory of she who once sat upon the velvet ensconced high seat of the barony of Stonemarch, and who was elevated by Wilhelm in Vienna to a court baronage. Her humble beginnings led her to serve the barony of Stonemarch as fencing marshal. She was awarded arms under Darius and Roxanne III, then was twice given the Queen's honor of distinction from Alethea and then Gabrielle II. She is a member of the Order of the Silver Crescent, the Order of the White Gate, the Order of the Furison, and is a companion of the Millstone. She was also the first Hammer of Stonemarch, an illustrious title indeed. She has fought in Stonemarch's army at Temsic and around the known world. Her prowess upon the battlefield is well known and highly praised, both as a heavy-list fighter and fencer. For her skill on the field, she was admitted to the company of the Pennon of the East at Gulf Wars. Above all that, this wondrous lady served 5 long and arduous years as the 3rd Baronessa to our beloved Stonemarch. During the long and hard years of service, she never shirked her duty and ruled over the barony with grace and unparalleled strength of person. It is with great honor and all fanfare that I bring before your majesties Baronessa Jocelyn de Espada, as you have commanded.
Whose toe shall I run over?
Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry who would speak for this candidate?
I would speak for Your Majesty. I have known Jocelyn for nearly 4 decades. Her warrior spirit impressed me from the first. I took her as a squire because of this. She has fought well with both rapier and with heavy list, mostly with spear. She is a veteran of at least a dozen Pensics. She was many times rapier champion of Stonemarch. She embodies all of the strengths of chivalry, both fierceness and also compassion. I would strongly recommend her to their majesties, to all of you, and commend her with all of my heart.
A member of the Order of the Laurel that will speak for this candidate.
There is, Your Majesties. I am Master Tiberius, Iulius, Rufus, and I would claim that honor. But may I hand you that for later? I'm here to speak about Jocelyn's art. And it's hard to identify sometimes because hers is one that is crucial to our lives but also intangible because she's a caregiver. And she knows exactly when we need something and what we need, even if we cannot not identify it ourselves. I was at my lowest point emotionally, like in my life, about 8 years ago, and I was at a fighting practice, in her backyard, essentially, in her barony, and nothing was working for me. And no matter what I did, I could not make it function. It turns out that my mundane life was so impeding my spirit that I could not function. And the way she wields her love, she knew what I needed. So if you'll forgive me, she saw something that would inspire me. This hat, every stitch in it is from meticulous research and screen captures. And she knew that that would be important to me. And she reminded me that it's the brave Roman who could walk down the street in a hat like that. And if you know Jocelyn at all, you know that she knows us. And the art of love is strong in her. But it will never be the kind of love that's overbearing or controlling, but the kind that is just what we need at the moment. And so, Your Majesties, this woman is my peer. I stand with her and for her, and I heartily recommend her to you.
Is there a member of the Order of the Rose who will speak for this candidate?
Do I have to follow that?
I know you are worthy.
Your Majesty. I am Countess Marguerite Ingen Lachlainn, and I will gladly speak for the Rose for this candidate. For the newcomers in your court, if you may, Majesties, I will explain that a Rose is asked to speak in a peerage ceremony to attest to the regal qualities that make the candidate a suitable member of the peerage. Traditionally, a Rose, our former queens, speaks of the courtesy and gentleness that a candidate has displayed over time. Instead, this is not fair. Of course she has displayed courtesy and gentleness, but I'm going to go there because it's me. Today I want to talk about a different Rose-like quality, and that quality is strength.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen Jocelyn fight heavy. I have seen Jocelyn fight rapier. I have seen her run off the heavy list field, go change her armor, and come back to fight rapier. I have seen her on crutches at least twice. I have seen her fight an offhanded fight club. I have seen her ascend as a landed baroness, and I have seen her pick up the pieces and rule that land on her own.
Yes!
Her strength is the kind that lifts us all up. I have never known her to back down from a challenge or to crumble in the face of adversity or tragedy. She holds herself in the presence of pain and disappointment, in the presence of grief, very much like a queen. Your Majesty, she is the shining jewel of the East. And Thor has spoken. Regardless of what answer she gives today, she is my peer.
Legit, we're all doing it.
So speak on this candidate.
Your Majesties, I, Master Lucien de Wyntere, claim that right. Perseverance. What does it mean to persevere? It has been said.
Well, you may ask.
It has been said. Perseverance is not giving up. It is persistence and tenacity. The effort required to do something and keep doing it until the end, even if it is hard. Jocelyn del Espada is perseverance. When people or political climate tried to stifle her, she persevered. When her body said no, and on several occasions, she persevered. When death dealt grievously with her, not once, but twice, she persevered. She taught, she fought, she mourned, she led, she suffered, she inspired. She has served. Your Majesties, in short, Jocelyn is my friend, my mentor, and my peer.
The member of the Order of the Pelican that will speak for this candidate.
Your Majesty, I've learned that right. And to quote one of my favorite countesses, I have to follow that?
The answer would be yes.
I've known Jocelyn for some time now and have tried to keep track of the service that she performs for the barony, for the kingdom, for the society. And I was going to present that, but I accidentally grabbed volume 2 instead of volume 1, and it's not that. Jocelyn served in so many ways. In the barony of Stone March, she was a driving force behind the College of Notting Cross, which is a thriving group there. And at demos, I'm keeping this short because I was told it would be under 2 minutes, so it's not going to happen. But I'll try not to be redundant because so much has been said of her qualities already. But the way she serves in many forms, being a fencer and promoting the art of fence, at a demo at the College of Notting Cross, she was trying to convince me that I should become a fencer. I have sort of an apprehension of blades these days. And she said, well, we could fence with cucumbers. And then she graciously let me win. No, I know when I've been had. That is one facet of the way you treat people. But going on to the service, as Baroness of Stone March, you constantly were watching the people. My only complaint was that I was constantly hounded like, who would you recommend for an award? Who needs to be recognized in the barony that I might not know about? Because you cared about everybody and wanted to be sure that everyone was acknowledged, recognized, and rewarded if they deserved it. And from putting a company of fighters together at fencing, to staying behind, to working, to clean up in a kitchen after a feast, service on all levels is embodied in this lady. Your Majesty, she is my...
And so, Jocelyn, as you told me last night, and so we must find out about
Pelican please come forth?
Can you tell me about it? We should serve the army.
Is there a medallion? No, there's no medallion. Don't look at me.
Yeah, ask and you shall receive.
Your Majesty? Yes. This medallion was crafted by me, or correction, for me by Sir Alton. And it's based on a Roman mosaic in Anatolia, and it was made to be a warrior's medallion. And so I passed it to another warrior, and I can honestly tell you this was baptized in the salted tears of the golden boar at Pelican. The cord was made by Anastasia.
Story. Believe. Yep. Stone March is always a story.
Duh.
Raise your
There is, Your Majesties. This cap was made by myself and Lady Cassandra Hobbs. And there is also, to go with the hat, an invitation. What are you doing? Yelling at the crowd. It's very jaunty, just like you. Jaunty hat.
Jaunty hat.
We try to put this over.
Picking up.
Yes.
I'm on their toes. Every other day, a different eye.
Yay! Like over, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
And then
Now you
jaunty.
look like a 16th century Spanish princess.
Honor and fortune, by the powers invested by the East Kingdom, King and Queen, defenders of our people, to all people to whom these presents come, greetings. Know ye that of our especial grace, certain science and mere motion we have given and granted, and by these presents for us, our heirs and successors, we glue unto our trusty and well-beloved servant, Jocelyn de Espada, free liberty and license from time to time, to enjoy that whereunto they shall attain, and whose name shall be noted or entered in some of our court of records. These are letters patents, and enjoy all the privileges of a companion of the Order of the Pelican. Witness our salutes at Great Northeastern War, the 13th day of July, in the 54th year of the Society, on St. Frey's feast day. Words, calligraphy, and illumination by Natalia.
St. Frey's feast day.
Oh.
How cool is that? Whoever thought of that? That's so cool. But wait,
Scroll by.
Mistress Natalia.
Okay.
I said that.
I got distracted. I was looking at it.
It's very pretty.
Okay.
We ours are in fortune,
Hear your words and know them to be true.
and to you and yours we offer the protections that we may, through all the rights, customs, and traditions that once in the crown.
Until the crown passes from our heads. Our lives end.
For the world cease to be.
For Mistress Jocelyn of Espada! Viva!
Viva!
But wait, there's more! Don't leave Pelicans. Stay where you are.